Well, that's not bad. This is extremely impromptu. I am in my bed with a new, this week, or a week ago, sort of, intensified back pain. I've, well, always, years and years and years, had back pain primarily on the right side, around the right hip. And now there's a new one, which is unfortunately rather severe on the left side. And so, first of all, everything that I know about how to deal with pain on the right side doesn't apply to, to deal with pain on the left side. So I've got it both sides, and the thoughts about this and all are kind of bouncing around in this head. And ultimately it came to me, well, I could just make a video lying in my bed. Why not? This is the way it's really comfortable. I get 5 to 15 minutes of freedom for walking around and sitting around and stuff before it gets a little too uncomfortable, unless it's really crucial to stay up any longer and come back to bed, or Feldenkrais, whichever. That's actually better, but this is good enough, where it often is pain-free. Perfectly comfortable, you know? The way life should always be, sort of. No difference, no perception. Anyway, this kind of got triggered off by contemplating something that I picked up from an online philosopher, I think probably Stefan Molyneux. Truth is consistency. Truth is consistency. And that triggered off a whole mess of thoughts, network or something, hierarchy of thoughts about the truth in that and how we are composited by our operating system to become human beings, capable of functioning in a sometimes, let's say too often, hostile environment. Eat or be eaten. Eat and be eaten, ultimately, but anyway. So here it is. It's a little bit this is a little bit now about disability. And I have a friend who has severe back pain that keeps him largely bedridden and incapacitated, and I have now a higher level, let's say, a deeper level of Mitgefühl with that situation. In my earlier life in America, I had very close and dear contact with a man who survived Duchenne multiple muscular dystrophy till he was 50, where most sufferers of his magnitude or whatever died in their 20s. And Mark, my dear former friend Mark, was fairly capable of controlling his face, his voice, and his right thumb. otherwise incapacitated, unable to breathe without a ventilator for many, many years, and unable to properly speak until he co-invented some sort of a specialized trach, the tube inserted into his stoma to provide air. That allowed him to properly speak. And I learned about this the day after he had first called his father. His great champion in the world, his father, for whose sake Mark would never want to die earlier than necessary, out of respect and appreciation for his father's love and support. No shit. This is a man whose feet I touched, whose immobile, blessed feet I touched, as one does with a guru. 6 minutes of this incapacitation. Well, I'm far better off and actually just fine because there's very little demand on me. I've got to do a couple of tax type reports to the US government in the next month or so, but other than that, getting up to pee or poo or eat or drink or take my meds at the right times, twice a day. Very good boy. There ain't a shitload on my plate. So, this is something nice on my plate. I like to be able to talk whether anybody's listening or not. I'm used to it. In any case, I think I will go on and make a philosophical video now that I've declared myself and exposed a tiny portion of my bedroom. Ciao. Oder namaste.